guys, so it is now time for Talk the Ting with Kim. So if it is that you are new to this show, as I say, if you're a first-time viewer, a first-time listener, just make we know so we can get a special shout out. But every show at 7 p.m., we have a segment called Talk the Ting with Kim, where we talk about topics that persons have actually recommended to me. I've had a lot of relationship topics, so people come and start calling me relationship guru, right? So I actually look forward to those topics, but guess what? We don't keep it all about relationship. We sort of want to keep it wide, you know? Have advice on almost everything. And yeah, I see your message. We will check it. Remember that we're live right now, so we have to sort of keep the show going, but we will ensure that we check the DMs so we get a chance, all right? All right, but for Talk the Ting with Kim, we're going to discuss the other side of motherhood. And I chose to do this topic because I feel like when people talk about mothers, we talk about the glorious things and the joyous things and everything, all the happy thoughts, you know, that comes with motherhood, or the positives of it. But then I have to know, so with everything, there are positives and negatives. Not saying any of us out here are negatives, but there are things that happen as well that I don't think get enough attention, or people don't really highlight these things, right? So we're going to get into it. I'm not getting too much just yet. We're going to get right into it. I remember that after Talk the Ting with Kim, we're going to announce the winners for the poem, the most creative, and the person with the most likes that followed all the steps. And then we also have a credit giveaway as well, so ensure that you stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
All right. So no more delay. Being a mother, it's one of the most amazing things in the world. Most mothers would never give up this role or their kids for all the money in the world. They might say so, you know. But I'm not doing it, right? Because I can tell y'all, growing up, my mother say, yo, I'm going to run my left for no one day now. Listen, I'm tired out now. I'm going to take care of myself. But she never did. She stuck through it. How would we stress her? How would she pull out her hair? And she's still here to this day. And very proud of us, right? So most mothers, no matter how they might tell you, say, they would give up for $1 million. They would never do it, all right? So yeah. From the time you become a mother, in whatever form that is, and that can be when your child is born, or through adoption, or by marrying, or becoming a partner to someone with children, no matter how you become a mother, it is guaranteed to change you. You experience emotions that you've never dreamed were possible. You discover a love so deep that it physically hurts, along with worry and anxiety that doesn't seem to go away, no matter how grown your kids are. And I think this is something we can all attest to. Right? Oh, when you're old and growing up, because I have co-workers, them in them 50s with 4 pitney and all these things, and their mother's still very much there, doing motherly things, looking out for them, you know, still doing all the things that they did when they were younger. And these are married people with their own lives and their own family now. And I appreciate mothers so much for this. And I actually can feel the love and sister want to share the same sentiment from the poems that you guys wrote. It shows that the mother them have an impact out here, all right? So, a mother plays multiple roles in a child's development, as she is a teacher in every aspect of a child's developmental growth. That's the social aspect, emotional aspect, physical and cognitive, and even independence aspect of it. The mother is the center of the home and the family circle. Mothers are the most important women in everyone's life. A mother sacrifices her happiness for her child. No one else can care for her kids the way that she does. All the members of the family turn to her for sympathy, understanding, and recognition. So not even only the kids in her, the husband too. Everybody turn to her for some sort of support, you know? A mother devotes her time and labor for the welfare of the members of her family. But though being a mother can be inspiring, fulfilling, and purpose-giving, I felt it was important to highlight the not-so-glamorous side of motherhood. The side that nobody really talks about, but needs to be discussed alongside the joys of motherhood. No, this isn't to scare off future moms from the idea of having kids, but it is to ensure that we have a greater understanding and appreciation for all the things that mothers go through. So let's start with postpartum depression, right? I know we've heard this one. Have you ever heard about this one, sir?
Yes.
I don't know if
I've heard it said a
we
lot.
fully understand it, but we've heard about postpartum depression, right? It's a real thing, and more mothers struggle with this than you know, all right? So postpartum depression, for those who don't know, and even if you do know, just a little reminder, is a complex mix of physical, emotional, and behavioral changes that happen in some women after giving birth. Postpartum depression is a form of major depression that begins within 4 weeks after delivery and is linked to chemical, social, and psychological changes that happen when having a baby. The term describes a range of physical and emotional changes that many new mothers experience. It can, however, be treated with medication and counseling. About 1 out of every 10 of these women will develop a more severe and longer-lasting depression after delivery, and about 1 in every 1,000 women that experience postpartum depression develop a more serious condition called postpartum psychosis.
Wow.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, I do my research. I don't even know. So you could have gone next level. All I hear about is postpartum depression, all right? So, symptoms of postpartum depression can be hard to detect. Many women have these symptoms following childbirth: trouble sleeping, appetite changes, severe fatigue, lower libido, and frequent mood changes. With postpartum depression, these come along with other symptoms of major depression, which aren't typical after childbirth and may include being uninterested in your baby or feeling like you're not bonding with them, crying all the time, often for no reason, depressed mood, severe anger and crankiness, loss of pleasure, feelings of worthlessness, hopelessness, and helplessness, thoughts of death or suicide, thoughts of hurting someone else, trouble concentrating or making decisions. Those are some of the things that happen after childbirth. And I feel like most of our mothers, even if they went through it, it's not something they'll ever tell us. Mm-hmm. I don't think any mother would ever want a child to know that, you know, you were probably the cause of this, or let's not say the cause of this, that's harsh, but this is one of the repercussions of me having you, you know? So I don't think even if our mothers went through it, they'll ever tell us, but it's something that we need to know and be aware of, all right? Untreated postpartum depression can be dangerous for new moms and their children. And new moms should seek professional help when symptoms persist beyond 2 weeks, when they can't function normally, when they can't cope with everyday situations, when they have thoughts of harming themselves or their baby, and when they're feeling extremely anxious, scared, and panicked for most of the day. So if you know a mother that is going through this or have gone through this, right, probably need to give them some extra support, because it's a real thing. I remember somebody the other day, I know a friend of mine going to have a child, and she sort of moved far, and she was like, no, she need her support system because postpartum depression is real. She felt a bit of it, and she had to make extra effort to not have that affect her baby because she wanted her baby to be okay, you know? But not everybody has that strength. So guys, if you know somebody going through this, support them. Support. It takes a village. It's not only for the child, but also the family, you know? And as someone says, so true, I'm literally going through most of them right now. It's real. So I love that we celebrate mothers, but I want us to be aware of these things that come with it, that we don't put much attention to. And there may be other people out there going through it and don't know who to talk to, because nobody paints this picture about motherhood. Everybody's like, oh my God, the giggle, the laugh, the hug. And yes, that's all sweet, but there's other things that come with it. And we all need somebody to talk to, yeah? All right. So we mentioned postpartum psychosis earlier, and this is the first that I personally have heard about this. Postpartum psychosis is a very serious mental illness that can affect new mothers. This illness can happen quickly, often within the first 3 months after childbirth. Women can lose touch with reality, having auditory hallucinations, as in hearing things that aren't actually happening, like a person talking, and delusions, strongly believing things that are clearly irrational, right? So enough time when I have people out here and say, boy, my people not clean clothes, you know, you don't know if they're going through postpartum psychosis. So that's why it's not quick to judge, and you don't know what somebody going through. Visual hallucinations, seeing things that aren't there, are less common, but it also happens. Other symptoms include insomnia, which is not being able to sleep, feeling agitated and angry, pacing, restlessness, and strange feelings and behaviors. And women who have postpartum psychosis need treatment right away and almost always need medications. It's that serious. Sometimes women are put into the hospital because they are at risk for hurting themselves or someone else. Did you guys know this?
Wow, Kim, so they got through all of this?
All of this, right? This may not be every mother, but it happens to quite a few mothers. So half of them probably don't even know so they went through this. They were just going through a phase and then feel it was a phase, right? And I'm sure, because we Jamaicans don't believe in a doctor, right? So we don't go doctor for everything. We like to drink tea. So I know half of we never even go get checked out on medication or whatever. So you might see a mother not taking care of her kid or ignoring the child somewhat or whatever. Yeah, bash her, you know? What kind of mother that? That's how everybody in the fair pit, you know? But you don't know what they're going through, right? Love Melissa said, I experienced it. Oh my God, mothers go through the most. Exactly.
Wow.
And I'm someone said nobody understands, but I have to hide my pain. And that is what I'm trying to get at. I love the feedback, guys. Share it, because that's what this conversation is about. For us to say, hey, this happened. These things happen. It's not about, oh, you know, everybody like to see, yo, when you gonna breed? At time for have a pit, you know. But nobody really understands that other things come with it, right? And half of us don't know to talk about it because nobody else seems to be going through it. So we think we want and we're weird. But we're not weird. Carty said, it was hard for me with my first child. So I love the feedback, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm loving it because that was my aim, all right? So we spoke about postpartum depression, and in the next level to it, postpartum psychosis. Another struggle some mothers experience, namely new mothers, is lactation insufficiency. So in other words, a low milk supply. Another thing that most people don't talk about, that you have mothers that will struggle to create milk for the child, right? So your milk supply is considered low when there is not enough breast milk being produced to meet your baby's growth needs. Many mothers worry about their milk supply, especially in the early stages of breastfeeding. Low milk supply can be either primary, caused by medical conditions, medication, or anatomical issues in the mother, or secondary, caused by not thoroughly and regularly removing milk from the breasts, or both. Sometimes previous breast surgery affects milk production as well. So, you know, the women who get implants or even the women who have reductions,
So, Kim,
it can actually affect breast milk production.
So, Kim, you have the baby.
Yeah.
The baby need milk.
I know you can't create milk.
Some mothers have excess milk, and some other mothers have little bit of milk.
Yes.
Nonsense.
Yep. And you know, guys, so I naturally have big boobs, right? And people always tell me, oh, your baby got enough milk.
So big
I've
boobs
heard
equal
from
more milk?
No, so that's what I learned from older women. Because like my mom and my aunts and stuff, they were like, you know, bigger boobs don't mean more milk. They actually know women who have bigger boobs and they're struggling to create milk, and women who barely have no. As I'm saying, itty bitty committee.
I don't really want to be like, you know, what you call that now, inconsiderate, but it's
no,
like,
it's
like
not in an equal. Yeah, you might have a coconut and it barely have water in there. And the same thing. And it's real. So don't think you see a woman with big breasts and you're like, oh my God, I wish I could have that because my child will be better off. Nope.
I've never thought about milk production
exactly.
Like that. I just think the breast have like it have like a body, so it have work, like it's full of milk.
And I like that.
Wow.
All right. Carty said it was hard for me with my first child. I was more prepared for the second. I'm Summer said, I guess I need a lot of help then. No worry, I'm Summer, we got you.
Yeah, we'll find the tips.
She said, whosoever don't have kids yet, be prepared first. Be prepared first, guys. These things are real. I love that. As Carty said, that is not true. Small ones have a lot too. So that's what I'm saying, Carty. Most people think bigger boobs equal that you're going to have easy milk production. It's not true.
Wow.
Because my mom said actually, one of my aunts, she had bigger boobs, struggled with it. Yeah. Her sister, who had a child at the time, had to, with smaller boobs, had to breastfeed her child for a while because she couldn't provide the milk.
Why life say so?
So
Like, no balance, no level. You just have
and
to
as
just
I'm
try.
someone said, a liar, because my tots were very small and had a whole heap of milk. So that's what I'm
Wow.
saying.
Where the milk
Smaller
come
boobs can
from?
also have lots of milk.
So where the milk a come from?
That is,
very
sir,
strange.
ask God and how him creation,
This-
how him do him
all
thing.
right, this is very magical, and as I said, this is all a miracle, wondrous miracle. Cause me not understand how all of this work, but as you say, and you can't. All right, is there a way to predict, let's say, your milk production
You can't
potential?
predict it. You can't predict it, but just know that
So you just have to just
half of the
see it.
issues that you have can be caused by you. So what they're saying is that not thoroughly and regularly removing milk from the breast can
Right.
slow your production.
So if you're producing milk, you want to
The breast pump and those stuff and to keep it coming,
keep
right?
It coming, 'cause you don't want it. Wow.
Exactly. So these are things that y'all need to realize. So Love Melissa said, that's not true. I struggle to breastfeed and I have bigger boobs. So that's what I'm saying,
No,
guys. So I'm saying that bigger boobs don't equal more milk. Ladies with big boobs will still struggle, and ladies with much smaller boobs who would like to probably joke about or feel insecure, they will produce a lot more milk than a big breast woman, right? So these are things that we need to consider. Don't feel, if you're a to-be mother somewhere in the future, don't think that's automatically equal. You're not going to have that issue there, yeah?
Wow.
So yeah, secondary causes are far more common than primary causes. So the secondary one was that you're not
Not removing
regularly
milk.
removing
Right.
the milk, are more common than medical conditions causing it,
Okay.
right?
So basically, this motherhood is just basically a whole entire learning process. Cause and I like you can't prep your breast. before-
No, you can't prep your
Jesus,
breast, you can't prep your body, you can't, to an extent, but we'll get
I'm
into
just like,
that.
you can't rule out everything.
We
So you
can't
just-
rule out
you
everything.
gotta just be prepared
And
mentally.
don't think you safe from anything.
and just be willing to learn. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's all a learning process.
So
Wow.
one study found that 15% of healthy first-time mothers had low milk supply 2 to 3 weeks after birth, with secondary causes accounting for at least 2/3 of those cases. So the whole not
So because they
getting
were
rid of
new
it.
to it and them not aware
Yeah,
what to do.
so they're learning, and as such, they were affecting their own milk production. And another topic or challenge that is not frequently addressed is the risk of mothers dying due to childbirth.
Oh yeah, but I know that has happened.
Most people don't talk about them running for God pitney,
Yeah.
but nobody really talks about there's a risk as well that mothers go to death's door,
But
But never
Kim-
go give birth,
Kim, oh you got all right.
We're not saying you're not supposed to.
No, but I'm just saying like,
know these things.
Oh yeah, it's like it's so. That's why a lot of women are.
That's why I love your
afraid.
mother.
No, but I'm saying that's probably why a lot of
And
women
that's
are
why a lot
afraid
of
to
women
give
are
birth.
afraid. They're afraid of many
You think I just go
things.
hospital and just happen and wow.
That's because the movies show say, let's go.
Yeah.
You water break.
We understand
you
that
push
there's going to
through
be
time,
some pain.
and you come out.
We understand there's probably be some pain. But
No, man, there's
a risk of
a risk of even causing your life, right? So a lot of women actually experience a risk of dying due to childbirth. The death of a woman during pregnancy, at delivery, or soon after delivery is a tragedy for her family and for society as a whole. Sadly, about 700 women die each year in the United States as a result of pregnancy or delivery complications. And worldwide, more than 300,000 women
Kim.
die from pregnancy
You
each
cannot
year.
give them number they Kim, because
I am someone say amen because I nearly died. I'm going to tell you.
And then this touches also one of the most one case that was in the media last year, with I think her name was Jody. She had a situation where, they didn't respond quick enough, and she lost her life.
Oh, yes, I know that young lady.
Yeah.
And Love Melissa said I had a primary school teacher who died in childbirth. So, guys,
Why?
I need to understand, right? As I said, I'm not trying to say don't have kids, but just know that there's more that come with it. So, you see, on the people, but like for see people who don't have pitney yet, and I tell them, yeah, well, yeah, wait, pan. Don't do it.
People, rule number 1, live your life.
Exactly.
Try enjoy yourself. If part of having a child is part of your joy, then you plan and work towards
And
it.
you plan and you work,
Nobody
'cause there's
follow
ways to
people.
prevent.
Children say go have baby, you have
You're
baby.
going to have picnic.
As you turn, 2019, them I say go on, go, Take your time, learn about life, look up about things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, as I said, about 700 women die each year in the United States only, and more than 300,000 women die worldwide every year. That's approximately 808 women every day.
Wow, Kim, yeah.
Right?
Well, that's all. Yeah, look, yeah.
Approximately when you work on the math. So during pregnancy, a woman's body goes through many changes. These changes are entirely normal, but may become very important in case there are complications or problems. A pregnancy-related death is defined as the death of a woman during pregnancy or within 1 year. So they would think so because you had the baby now, a couple months past, you're still good. You can still have a pregnancy-related death. Because you know certain things will happen to your body don't take effect immediately. So that your body start to deteriorate, but it don't happen right away. So even up to a year after childbirth, you can still have a pregnancy-related death from a pregnancy complication or a chain of events initiated by pregnancy. All right? So, some other challenges, and we're going to wrap this up shortly, some other challenges that can be experienced by mothers due to pregnancy are anemia. I say, someone say, it just catch up, man. Come and say, up to a year after. She's like, it catch up with you eventually.
Okay, your time.
Right?
Okay.
So, some other challenges that can be experienced by mothers due to pregnancy are anemia. Oh, hold on. Baby Touch G said it's wonderful to get pregnant, but the delivery road not easy. So guys, take care of the woman them. Thank you. Please and thanks.
Aye.
Yeah.
What I got to do? What I got to work?
Take better care of the woman them.
All
And
right.
if I understand.
Man just come in and
Man just come in and
shoot them
just
shot.
breed.
Shoot them shot and just gone. And
Right?
we do the
Worse
work.
when you left her with the pitney after all of that issue.
Yo, dog, me breed that.
You understand? Are you want to come off of the gelding truck? You just want to come off of the truck, so. But you not think about the man.
I never know so all this are going.
So, yeah. But some other things that can happen now. Anemia, mental health conditions such as depression. This is separate from postpartum depression. And this type of depression can result in a low or sad mood, loss of interest in fun activities, changes in appetite, sleep, and energy, problems thinking, concentrating, and making decisions, feelings of worthlessness, shame, or guilt, and thoughts that life is not worth living. Hypertension, aka high blood pressure, is another one that can result from pregnancy, right? As well as obesity and weight gain, which we know naturally that will happen, but some person is sort of permanent due to a whole heap of different things, as well as hormones and all of that. Bleeding gums, did you know that? Some women develop bleeding gums, changing breast appearance, and we're not coming on enough women like to say, boy, them breasts long after that. We're not talking about that. Your breasts will change after pregnancy. Your nipples can get bigger. Your areola can get darker. All of that change as well. So the boobs that you know now, we're not talking about after feeding. Like during pregnancy, your breasts can change. Right? That's another thing that you can look out for. Changing foot size. So when a man out there will like for this woman, then boy, your foot biggie, I don't need to stop it. Firstly, I don't need to stop it overall. But then another thing that we can't control, women will gain, as in shoe size. So if she was at 8, after pregnancy, she can end up be at 10 or 11. Have no control over it.
So the man just did it and just gone. And
him just breathe and cut. Right? And these are the things. Carty says, someone I know got inverted nipples. Your breast change, your nipple them turn inside out.
Because, hey, want to stop it though.
Someone say I feel like them for feel cup of pain to the man them just a live life out here.
Let me just say that. Let me stop it though.
Them just a live life out here. So yeah, changing foot size, hemorrhoids, skin tags, so you know those little warts and stuff that can happen due to pregnancy, liver or kidney damage. Liver or kidney damage, all right? Loss of teeth. Because a friend of mine said her friend, when she gave birth, she lost her front.
If you mentioned the gums thing, you said bleeding gums, you know, said some teeth injury.
Exactly, because it does. Because bear in mind, the baby sucks up the calcium and everything, you know. So your teeth now are brittle because of that. And you can lose your teeth.
Kim, I have something to say, but now wait till I got you out of them. So.
As unbeatable say, as someone stay, someone say, you know, I need a lot of help, though. We're not judge you.
Right,
but it's true. So, loss of teeth, gestational diabetes, pelvic floor dysfunction, or dislocated pelvis. Guys, did you hear them something here? What woman I got through?
So,
right? And then you have something.
While man I sit down and watch TV.
That's a breed people.
No, him done breed already. Him I sit down and watch TV. I thought, oh, yo, am I yo, that? That's
right? That's all you talk about.
Wow. I've got all a reason with the thugs them one away, because we're not going right.
All right, I see a message, but I still message you. Give me a chance to get through this. But I see your messages. Don't think I'm not seeing it, all right? So, yeah, and then you have another one. I can't pronounce the name. But the layman term is tailbone pain. And this basically causes everything below your neck to hurt all the time. So even when you have just a headache, your whole body may hurt. So you may have some women who struggle to walk, and you might think she's faking it because she just want attention. It's not true. She literally having body pain what she can't control because this baby is just trying to take over her body, right? So, as Love Melissa said, it's a good thing some men experience some of the symptoms like back pain. So yeah, guys, the list of pregnancy side effects are way too long to list them all, but I just tried to list as much as possible to make you know are the most common ones, so you guys can know that is a thing that you guys have to consider. It's not all roses and kisses and hugs, right?
Kim,
have struggles.
I think Kim will come talk about morning sickness and them thing there.
No, and that is even one I never put on that one because I know
that is like
I remembered it.
That was it. Like wow.
I remembered it, but I didn't put it on because I know everybody know that one there, right? And that's not even supposed to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
But I decided to go with the ones that not everybody knows, right? So as I said, this discussion was just to say, yeah, motherhood is a wonderful thing, you know, but we have things to consider as well.
So what the man do, Kim? Let me ask you, what we can do? What we can do? Tell me what
having a supportive man.
Wow.
A man that is there in the process. You see those cravings and all them something there. We're not going to say, boy, don't want them. I don't even want to say don't go OD sometime because I don't know. I can't speak from experience, but women need also support, especially when they're pregnant.
All right.
So you see when the woman take bus and then get up and give them seat and all them something there, on need for the better. Right? Geez. So yeah. So with all that has been said, please know that I'm not trying to scare or discourage future mothers or mothers to be. I just wanted to bring awareness to the other side of motherhood that I believe it is important for us all to know. So this Mother's Day, with everything we just say, more each and every one, show your mothers some extra appreciation and love, as you may never ever know all that she went through to bring you into this world, right? Love Melissa say, my son father got back pain and morning sickness.
What?
So yeah, sometime it will happen.
All right, we have to talk to the man, see if we can hijack somebody look at pain and help out.
Help out, right?
That sound righteous at time.
And on that note, Fantastic Fridays would like to wish a very happy Mother's Day when it comes to all the mothers, stepmothers, adopted mothers, mother figures, and aunts out there. Extra special love goes out to persons who have lost their mothers. We know this is a painful day for many annually, and we want to use this as a reminder to us who are fortunate enough to still have our mothers to never take a moment or time for granted. Some persons are annoyed when their mothers call often, while others would relish the thought of getting even one more phone call from their mother,
that's
right?
That's kind of rough doing it, Kim, because sometimes we're annoyed and I really say we don't love the person.
No, but
because annoyed is just part of life. But we love the person, man. But I'm not really annoyed with annoyed. I just miserable with miserable.
No, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, yeah, it's natural because parents can call a lot. My mom calls a lot.
I don't really say parents can call, but just people annoy you sometimes.
And people annoy you sometimes.
Because you really look, cause trust me, you see the day when them not call, you're going to say, oh, she not call me yet. So I don't really...
Trina come, I try to call mommy 2 times, she never answer me the
phone.
I'm your daughter.
You feel away.
Oh, you're not answer me the call, right?
You, man.
So, but we still want to give an extra special love and support to persons who have lost their mothers, right?
Sending love out
we
to you
also
guys.
Want to send some more extra special love to women who are struggling to conceive or are unable to have kids. Because they should be considered too every year. You see this Mother's Day, something you depend on.
And you know that doctor tell you such and such.
And exactly. So especially to the women out there who are struggling to have kids or are told that they cannot have kids, extra special love to Uno as well.
Extra special love as well to those. Let's say they adopted, but you can hear the people in board.
And I hear Pitney.
Right.
Right? Or the Pitney might turn around and tell you, say, you're not my mother.
No, that will happen.
Exactly.
Special
love there.
Yeah.
So for the women who are struggling to conceive or unable to have kids, no one knows the true extent of your pain. And I know many of you are feeling less than or less of a woman because of this. We may not have the words to fix things or the power to change anything, though if we would, or if we could, we would. But the Fantastic Fantastic family just wants you to know that you are not forgotten. So happy Mother's Day to you all. Love, Melissa said, and for those who lost children.
Yes.
Guys, that is something to know, to manage.
Yeah.
To know, because I think everybody knows the natural procession of life is
Yeah.
that the parents are going to go first. You're expecting that.
Not only that, Kim, because here you are now. Remember, say you go 9 months.
Yeah.
Some of them
All
probably
of
don't
this.
reach 9 months too. Probably
Yeah.
lose the baby before the 9 months.
Yeah.
Right? But during those 9 months, probably them up plan out look at school where them will go, or the baby name,
Yeah.
buy 2 clothes and them something there, and then bam, it's rough, people.
Say rough, even losing the baby, whether before birth
Right.
or even after you give them life,
Kim,
because you have people who, that's why it cut me deep when them pitney and stab up each other and kill each other. Mother from God, I walk go another world because
I am mother there.
I am mother there. Send you go school, a place that should be a safe
plan
zone.
your future.
To hear say somebody stop up a pitney and them now
yeah.
come back.
Get rough.
Yo, guys, we need for the better. We need for the better, but we have to give extra special love to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
All the auntie them to kind of play a role. Because
Yeah.
me, I have about 9 mother.
And the
because
grandma them too.
and the grandma. And when I say 9 mother, I'm not going to say by blood. But you know them friend they were?
Yeah, we lose that by blood. But continue, go on.
My grandmother did very active. She'd have only for picnic.
Yeah, but you said mother there, but anyway, continue.
But yeah, so what I'm saying is that we're not even only talking about blood aunts, right? We're talking about the mother figures. Because my mother they have some friend there, but and they very involved. I give her lunch money when she never have it, buy groceries for the house when she not have, all kind of things. So I have to give them props too. So for all you women out there, well, no, so now I help out on a friend. I have a friend or two that might say, you know, I might need help with a school shoe. If you can help. It's a community, guys. It takes a community. So everybody out there, all the mothers out there, all the mother figures, adopted mothers, aunts, everybody, big up Uno. Happy Mother's Day to you all from Fantastic Fridays.
All right, I like that. So that's it for Talk the Ting with Kim. We're going to go to the 7:30 break. When we come back, we have some credit giveaways. We're going to announce the big winners.
Yes.
People, I tell you, say, I'll be advised. Fantastic. I like it. Mothers.
I love it. I love the support and how people opened up on the live.
I like the participation.
I love it.
I like
love
those
it.
who still checking in on the text line, on the WhatsApp. Big up to you. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. No, the show not done yet. Yeah.
If you catch me when I know you let me fall.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.